Hi, everyone. I want to talk about a few artists, including Van Morrison, Ween, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Paul McCartney, Alice Cooper, and Can, and a few others. But before I do, I wanted to let my viewers know that I am taking a break from YouTube. I'm not sure how long. I don't think I might be back by the weekend at the earliest, or maybe more time than that. Uh, so as you know, I'm in chronic pain, and it's been getting worse and worse for me. And I'm going, and thanks to my buddy Glenn Kellaway from the basement, he's going to be driving me to Kingston, Ontario, to the pain clinic. He's just going to drop me off and leave. Then I have to walk back home. No, but this will be my second time going to the pain clinic. The first time I had this thing called medial branch block procedure. It's a needle. This is where most of my pain is, in my neck and shoulders. And so I had two needles in two different spots, a few days apart. And it did not help at all, unfortunately. And then, of course, I was on the Butrans patch, which was very expensive. I'm finally off of that, and I'm taking other medication, which isn't really helping. So when I do go to the pain clinic this Friday, I'm hoping to finally get some kind of relief. I'm not sure. They did say, they might have doing the procedure in a different area a second time might work. So, but I'm not sure if I'm having that. But I believe I'm going to be having a steroid shot on Fridays. So I don't know too much about that. So if anybody has had a steroid shot for pain, let me know if it worked for you or not. But anyway, long story short, I'm hoping to be in a little less pain in a few days, and then I can get back to doing the videos I love doing. I always enjoy doing them, but like I said, sometimes I'm in pain. But I will be continuing my song and album reactions for Patreon. People pay me, to do it, and I would never stop doing that. And I do enjoy doing it. And you can join Patreon for as little as $2 per month, and then there's hundreds of song reactions and quite a few album reactions there. So even joining at the $2 level helps me in many ways. And the other thing is, since I won't be making videos for a few days, if you could just maybe go back, look at some of my older videos, and leave a comment. I'll still respond to comments. I enjoy doing that. Yeah, just if you're missing my content, for the one or two of you out there that will be, it'd be cool if you would check out my playlist and maybe watch some of my older videos and leave a comment. And I've got so many video ideas I want to do, and I will be doing them hopefully within, in a week or so, including a giveaway for this Sparks 50 Years Later tribute album, which is excellent. I really love it. I will do a review at some point. I've got two of them, and they are both on colored vinyl. This is red and yellow, 180-gram vinyl, limited to 200. And this one is purple and transparent, 180-gram vinyl, limited to 200. And I might add more to the contest. So that should be coming up in a week or so. Now, I am doing one more video after this. It's going to be on Grant's Rock Warehouse's channel. And I think there's a way that I can also have it live on my channel. It's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that would be May 21st. So we're going to be talking about Grand Funk's Survival album. Grant's been doing this series of talking about each of their albums. And so I'm very excited. I couldn't say, no, I don't want to do that right now. Grant, I'm in pain. I'll deal with the pain, and really looking forward to talking about Grand Funk. Yeah, just another quick thing regarding, the contest. I might include this Budgie tribute album because I've heard of Budgie, but I've never really listened to their music much, or have a separate contest for that. And then there's, of course, David Bowie, 50 years later, and Alice Cooper tribute album, which is excellent. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with contest yet, but it's going to be exciting, I tell you. And, I really love, I was really impressed with the products too, and the CD, of course. It's just really well done. So I like promoting things that, I love. Oh, there's so much to talk about. I should just do more videos. Who cares if I'm in pain? Brian Ray, Paul McCartney's guitarist, and he was the band leader for Etta James for, I think, 14 years, and guitarist. We've tried twice to do the interview. The first time it was a fail because Brian doesn't use StreamYard, so I tried using Zoom. I didn't know what I was doing, so we tried it again some other time. I tried to figure out Zoom. I had Beatley Tone's Beatles channel help me, and it worked out great. So then we set it up with Brian again, and I couldn't get Brian on to talk to him. So it was very frustrating for both of us, but it's still in the works to interview him. I'm just hoping with Zoom, for whatever reason, it's just... And he has used Zoom before with no problem. It's just with me. But it's, like I said, frustrating, but we're going to try one more time. I'm also going to be interviewing in sometime in June, Luca Peresi, who has written this fine book, Band on the Run, the story of a classic album. I'm almost finished reading it, and I'm proud to say, seriously, this is the first book I have read. It's not a long book, but it's very detailed. I have read it from start to finish. For some reason, I can't read books. I'm all over the place. I don't know what my issue is. Impatience or whatever. But this one, I started at the beginning and I almost at the end of it. So I'm giving this to Glenn Kellaway from the basement on Friday. He's going to read it, and then we're going to interview Luca Peresi about this book. And I believe also possibly Tony from Beatley Tone's Beatles channel will be with us because he has the book too. So anyway, I highly recommend this book. It is excellent. I should leave in all of the pauses I do, because I'm sore and all that, for dramatic effect and for some self-pity, Oh, like Glenn. Oh, my neck. Larry's always complaining about his pain. Oh, my neck, Glenn. Glenn, my buddy Glenn once did a video where he started teasing me, right? Oh, he's that I'm complaining all the time. Oh, my neck. And then I guess he didn't see my comment, and the poor guy deleted it. I thought it was hilarious, right? Glenn can tease me all he wants, except about Sparks. Or Ween. This is a long video. I hope somebody's watching. Remember to like the video and leave a comment below when I'm done, and subscribe. Okay, I'm going to talk about some recent purchases I've got. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a new top 10 bands list in the next week or two because it's changed. I'm not saying all of these bands will be included, but you never know. Anyway, I have become a fan of Ween. First of all, I heard Quebec, which I love. And then I bought the pod. And as I've said already in a live chat or whatever, I hated this. Seriously, hated it. I put it back in my I didn't throw it in the garbage, but I put it back in my CD collection, and it sat there for at least 2 or 3 weeks. And then I guess one night I was just bored. I thought, oh, I'll play it again. And I really liked it. I played it again, and I love it. And I've got another, what have I got coming today? Yeah, Ween, is it called Gava or Gava? But I've heard that's a really good album. It's kind of similar to the pod, but I guess a lot of Ween fans are saying it's even better than the pod. I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, I've become a fan of Ween for sure. I've also become a big fan of Can, first with Tego Mago, which is one of the strangest. It's not as strange as the pod, which might be the weirdest album I've ever heard. But it's still pretty bizarre, some of it. But there's also a lot of great music. And then Future Days, which is a bit more not as weird and great music. I love it. And then the Singles, which is superb. And I want to get more Can albums for sure. I'll leave King Gizzard for the last. One more thing to talk about. I saw this at a pawn shop the other day when I was getting those vinyl records for the Phil McCracken top 15 vinyl records that I just posted today. And thank you everybody that has commented on my silly videos doing Phil McCracken. I haven't done a character like that in quite a while. I don't think most people are interested or find it funny, but I've received a lot of positive feedback, and, you know, people seem to enjoy the comedy. So that means a lot to me, and thank you. Not that everybody's going to find it funny. I sure do. Anyway, speaking of funny, I got this for $10. It's a 3 CD set. Van Morrison, the Authorized Bang Collection. And the main reason I got it, not that, you know, like Brown Eyed Girls on this and TB Sheets and whatever. And then there's Bang Sessions and Rarities. But it's disc 3, the Contractual Obligation Session. And Van Morrison, as you know, sometimes can get in a bad mood. And so he was really miffed with the record company for what they did releasing, you know, that first album, whatever it was called. I forget at the moment. So he was obligated to make one more album for them. So he just got out his acoustic guitar and did 31 songs that are bad, but they're funny. And some of the song titles: Twist and Shake, Shake and Roll, Stomp and Scream. Those are three separate songs. Scream and Holler, Jump and Thump, Driving Wheel, Just Ball, Shake It Mabel, The Big Royalty Check, Ringworm, You Say France and I Whistle, Blowing Your Nose, which is my favorite. Here Comes Dumb George. The Wobble and Wobble and Ball. So yeah, if you want to pause the video, there's everything that's on the 3 CDs. Now we get to the end, and I shut up. And I say goodbye. Yeah, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Someone, I'm not sure who it is, but I thank you. A couple years ago, they sent me a sticker that's still on my wall. It's a small sticker, but it's, you know, for King Gizzard. And I think they did some I think the first song I heard was Rattlesnake. It might even be on my channel, and I really liked it. And then I would do, once in a while, on Patreon, which you can join. I've done quite a few songs by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and I've really enjoyed each and every one. But the thing is, I knew that they'd released so many albums. I think they have over 20 albums now. And so it's like, I don't want to, if I get into a band, for the most part, I want to buy their whole discography, for the most part. And so with King Gizzard, it's like, oh, I don't want to, start buying a bunch of King Gizzard records. But I've started. And so the first two I got, which I love, are Nonagon Infinity and Flying Microtonal Banana. Both of them I love, basically the same. And then this one, which is more mellow, I think it might be my favorite of the three, the three I have. Paper Mache Dream Balloon. And so I'm definitely getting more King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So I just thank everybody that's, talked, more than one viewer said, hey, Larry, King Gizzard, asking me to check them out. And so anyway, I am a fan of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard now. So I think that's it. Brian Ray interview. Going to the pain clinic this Friday. Not doing videos for a while, except for the Grand Funk live chat. I'll have a link for it. So when I post this, it might be today, if it's May 21st, 2024. And yeah, then I'll just take a break from YouTube. I've got one more video that I've already done for my other channel. Top 10 Paul McCartney vocal performances. The person that sent it to me on Instagram, I didn't realize right away he was the author of the list. So that was pretty cool. So that is it. Thanks, everybody. And like I said, please support my channel. And while I'm gone for a few days, I know you're going to all be very upset, but I've got hundreds of videos, seriously. And I'm sure there's at least one or two that you might enjoy if you do a search and check out all my playlists and leave a comment. Because like I said, I do, usually I try my best to respond to every comment I receive. So wish me luck with my chronic pain, and I will see you in a few days. Bye.